or the head of procurement came to me and he said, Arafat, I'm not happy with your performance. I said, why you're not happy? Everybody is happy with whatever I'm delivering. He said, that's why I'm not happy.
You moving from this software to the competition one is not going to change what you're trying to do, right? And they think I'm a bit crazy, right?
Yep. Today it's about value. It's not about cost reduction. Right. It's cost optimization.
This video is brought to you by us, SCM Dojo. We provide awesome courses, guides, best practices for supply chain community.
Hi folks, welcome to one more episode of the Supply Chain Show. As you know, we bring one of the biggest leaders, one of the thought leaders, and the people who try to do innovation, right? Today, we have a fantastic guest. I recently met Dr. Arafat, right? He was basically head of strategic sourcing for Emirates and BD Bank. And recently, he was working as the Vice President, Procurement, Digital and Corporate Services for Mubadala Investment. Mubadala is one of the biggest companies in the world and definitely a leader of investment in the UAE business. And since he was leading such a big procurement businesses for the big corporation, I want to learn from him that what are the challenges in driving basically innovation and mostly the stakeholder management in the business, right? So Dr. Arafat, thank you for being with us, right?
Thank you.
And
thank
again,
you
I mean, honestly, I'm so pleased that you give us the time because people like you is hard to find right now. And you recently started a company called Innovation and Procurement Consulting Services, right?
True.
Okay,
True.
so just share your experience, right? And what you've been doing. So my question before we start is what I want to learn from you is this, right? I work for also big companies like, you can see my profile there. One of the challenge I see in the procurement function, they're very much, just bring me cost reduction, cost down, find me a good supplier. And it's pretty much, they work in silos, right? And okay, they do this way. And again, within supply chain procurement function, there is some aberration. But if you go a great end organization, it's even more siloed issue. But at the same time, all the supply chain leaders or CPOs, they want a seat on the C-suite, right? So how you can be in the C-suite while you working in the silos, right? So what is this mindset and how current, let's call it procurement professionals who's watching our channel, so what's your advice for them?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mudassir. You spotted right. Today we have a lot of challenges in procurement, a lot of challenges that people work in isolation, in silos. They do not work closely with stakeholders. I want to tell a story that happened to me in 2011.
Great.
Prior to 2011, by the way, my background is technology. I used to be the head of IT, then I moved to one of the organizations and I worked in IT procurement. So when I joined procurement, the head of department asked me, do you know what's procurement? I said, no, I've never worked in procurement. I don't know what does it mean procurement. He said, procurement means control and safe cost reduction. Imagine, control and cost reduction. Which doesn't work today. It cannot work today. So I joined the department of procurement. I headed the IT procurement. And I built a good relationship with the CIO, with the COO, etc. And on January 2012, the CPO, or the head of procurement, came to me and he said, Arafat, I'm not happy with your performance. I said, why you're not happy? Everybody is happy with whatever I'm delivering. He said, that's why I'm not happy. So it means you are not doing your work. You are not putting the control in place. I said, excuse me, this is how it should work. We work with stakeholders. We don't work in isolation or silos. So this is the challenges faced in procurement. So imagine the mentality that you used to have it.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have it till today.
Yeah.
So in order to fix that, we need to work closely with stakeholders. Right. We have to change the name of customers because you always hear in any organization, CSAT, customer satisfaction, supplier, board, etc. So we need to change this name. It's called internal stakeholder, supplier, connected stakeholders, and external stakeholder is the government, the board of directors, etc. So this is how we work it out. We bring them all together. We understand everyone what exactly they are looking for, and we link our strategy as a procurement to overall organization strategy. That's what we deliver really. What we should deliver to deliver the best outcome for this organization, deliver the best value. Today it's about value. It's not about cost reduction. It's cost optimization. What we mean by cost optimization, we call it speed, quality, and again cost. So this is how we link the cost optimization.
Speed, quality, cost. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear on cost, clear on quality, speed. Explain. So how because in my view, this whole speed thing is not really in the priority of the procurement people, right?
Exactly.
I've gone in, I've find your supplier. Now it's up to you to execute it. I'm like, what do you mean by up to you? I mean, you should be involved into every step until we execute it, right? So yeah, so what is I think
So
the
it's
role of procurement in the speed?
when we talk about it, it means being effective, being efficient.
Right.
To become effective and efficient, you have to understand to speak the language of your stakeholder. If you don't speak the language of stakeholder, you will never be able to be flexible.
Right.
You will never be able to be effective and efficient.
Right.
Not only that,
Right.
work on demand with stakeholder, work on their requirement. We as a procurement, we know the internal stakeholders,
Right.
we know the external stakeholder supplier or the connect stakeholder,
Right.
and we know the regulations, which is external stakeholders. So if we bring all of this together, we can bring the best supplier for our organization.
Right.
We don't need someone to tell us what we need. We are a customer. For example, I work for a bank. I'm a customer of the bank. So I know exactly the pain that I'm facing in my mobile banking, internet banking, with the call center, etc. So why I don't bring solution?
Yeah.
So this we call driving core value.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
we can drive core value for this organization.
Right.
So this is how we should work it. It's working closely with stakeholders. Meet them, talk to them, show them the value of procurement. Don't show them only cost. Show them
Yeah.
the flexibility. Show them how you can reduce the turnaround time. Show them how you can deliver the best value for them. Value for stakeholder is not money. It's only for procurement.
Right. So, Dr. Arfat, right? I think you really nicely touched on the quality, the speed, and the cost part, right? Digitalization or digitalization of the procurement is the in topic. Everybody talk about it. You know, there's a huge, let's call it government money. There's a recent announcement from Prince of Saudi Arabia on this part. $10 billion they're going to invest and make this region. Which you are in UAE, so am I, is to become the hub for the supply chain. So, I talked to a lot of let's call it supply chain or procurement leaders. One of the challenge they see is how to sell this concept of, let's call it, digitalization. I mean, you have been leading Mubadala's, digital and corporate services, right? So I think you're probably the best person to teach us how to sell this whole idea of the, let's call it, digitalization project to the C-suite, because it does need investment to make it happen.
Yep. So if we look at the market today, Dr. Mudassir, today everybody thinks technology will change everything.
Generally,
Technology is enabler.
Yeah.
You cannot say, I want to transform only the technology. I want to implement technology without changing your process, changing your delegation of authority, changing your policies,
Right.
governance, the way you deal with your stakeholder, you have to put a full plan.
Yeah.
Because if you put technology with the same process,
Yeah.
it won't work. And I will give you an example. In 2020, I received an invoice, process
Right.
from one of the leader in the organization. They said, now we digitize it. I said, how many days it used to be prior to the digitization?
Yeah.
Imagine, guys. It used to be 20 days manually. It means everybody, wet signature, sent to everyone for approval. I told them, and today? They said, yes, we digitized it. I said, how many days? They said 22 days. So you did not change anything. Guys, it doesn't work this way. Technology will not change anything unless you change your mindset.
Yeah.
I called my company Innovation in Procurement. It's about changing the mindset, changing the way you do things,
Yeah.
changing the bureaucracy within the organization.
Yeah.
So this is how we should shift. We should shift our focus instead of focusing on technology only.
Right.
Technology is enabler. It's one of the three main pillars.
Right.
Technology, people, processes, and policies.
Correct.
But it will not work without upskilling our resources,
Right.
without changing our processes and policies. So
Exactly.
this is how we can do it.
And that's what we do at SCM Dujo, right? We focus on people and processes so we can execute it better with the technology. But I've also noticed that some organization, they've invested I don't want to name it because they're pretty famous, but I've been asked as a consultant to help them. They literally invested $1.5 million to implement a procurement software, right? And after 2 years, they said, oh, this is not working, let's buy a competition one. I'm thinking, functionality-wise, there's hardly any difference, right? I mean, both are saying they use AI or whatever. They've got a very similar package offering, right? So you moving from this software to the competition one is not going to change what you're trying to do, right? And they think I'm a bit crazy, right?
Yep.
But what do you think about that part?
Yes, I found it not in one organization, in
Yeah.
more than 5 to 6 organizations I worked for, or I have a friends or colleague working for them.
Right.
They change the technology minimum 2 or 3 times.
Wow.
And they think the technology itself will really change the way they do work. No, it won't. Again, we have to focus on other things, upskilling our resources. People should know how to speak the language of their stakeholder. Demand management. Till today, everybody talk about demand management, but no one understands the meaning of demand management. Second, we have to know about processes. What is the challenges in the processes? And the bureaucracy, by the way, the process is not only within procurement, it's within finance, within legal, within our top management, the approval, the whole approval process.
Yeah.
How we can eliminate the inefficiency within the process. So the first, we should look at the
Yeah.
process, at the processes, at the policies within the procurement.
Right.
Then we enable it through
Right.
the software.
Yeah.
But it won't work. If you change, even you will keep changing the system if you keep the same processes and
Right.
policy in place.
So last couple of questions, because I think we had ourselves. You are in the region for more than a decade, right? In the procurement function, right? If I tell you, in my personal view, when I talk about UAE Middle East, the level of maturity, let's call it, of a processes within the region is not as high as you take the, like Europe or UK or USA, right? First, do you agree with it, or if you agree with it, so what would be the number one priority which we should focus on?
So if you look at it from different aspect, yes, I agree and I disagree, because not only process. Today, even people, I mean, they don't take the ownership. Today, we have to look at the ownership within procurement. We as a leader, we as a procurement professional, we should take the ownership. I cannot blame finance or legal on that. I can change the process. The process is not a holy book. It's not something that I cannot change it. We've done the policy. We've done the
We can
process.
always change it.
So amend it as you go. Whatever is we're working for today, it will not work tomorrow. And I want to give just an example about the founder of BlackBerry. I believe everybody knows BlackBerry.
Yeah.
BlackBerry in 2008, it used to be the highest sales in the whole world. The BlackBerry used to be, the valuation of BlackBerry, it was $70 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the stubbornness of the founder, it killed the organization by itself. It reduced the valuation between 2008 and 2013 from $70 billion to $800 million. And God knows today, maybe it's only $10 million. Because the people don't want to change. Whatever it used to work in 2008, it will not work in 2010 or 2013. He kept the keyboard, even despite many of his engineers asking
Yeah.
him, please change
Change
that.
the
Let's
keyboard.
change it.
Go
Change
to
the
touch
keyboard to
screen.
touch
Yeah.
screen. And he rejected.
Yeah.
So we have to change our mindset. Guys, whatever it works today, it won't work tomorrow.
Cool.
So let's change our mindset. Change is not bad. We are bad if you don't change ourselves or we don't adapt to the new challenges or to the new things. Challenges is an opportunity to improve. Don't take challenges as something bad. In everything we do in our life, challenges is an opportunity to improve
Opportunity to
ourselves
improve.
and to learn from others.
Yes, exactly. No, that's great. So I think the last thing is, so what is the agenda or vision of innovation procurement, and how people can find you? So just tell us about this.
So our vision is, again, to change this bureaucracy, to change the mindset. Is not only for UAE, is even for the region itself. So we are having the best leaders within our team as a partner and senior partners
partners.
to change this. Yes, exactly. This, we are partner. So to collaborate together and to deliver the best value for the companies that we work for and for the UAE as a country and society as a whole. So that's what we are looking for. So you can reach out to me on www.innovationinprocurement.com. So Innovation in Procurement is the website, and you can find our partners, and you can reach out to us through our emails and our chatbot.
Great. Dr. Rafat, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank
It's
you.
been pleasure.
Thank you,
You know what?
Mudassir.
I think I've seen one of the few leaders who are, first of all, that charismatic, and secondly, are openly talking about the real issue at the C-suite. Not just talking about it, also giving us solid advice in terms of how to go about and do business. So again, as you like our videos and what we're doing here, so like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Keep it simple and keep it real. Ciao.
Ciao.